a lot of Google problems. It's saying live.
Yay, we're live. Hello! I'm joined today by Louisiana Beer Reviews Ronald Theriot, or Zoeterwoude, to friends.
Either way, thank you, Stuart, and welcome from the American Empire. Greetings to the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
And today we're having Heineken. It's brewed in the Netherlands, Holland. I've got the little barrel can. I saw it in the supermarket and I thought, I've got to have this with Zoeterwoude because he knows his lagers and I like my lagers. We can have a nice chat in between.
Yeah, and it's now this can I bought and they had it on sale. Now this is a 16-ounce can. I think that is about 400 milliliters, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. We never did learn the metric system, but
this is 330.
330?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they don't even sell them around here in such a small configuration. We get 355, no smaller. This can, they had it on special, 2 cans for $2.50.
I got this in the review section for 79 pence.
Good. That would be about about $1 here.
20.
Yeah.
But anyway, the ABV on my can is 5%.
5% on my end. I thought they had reduced it in England to less.
I think we did a review a while back, and the ABV on mine was lower than what was on yours.
Oh, right. I remember now. Well, I have a tasting glass from Anheuser-Busch. It's called a tasting glass.
I have the Russian glass. Baltica?
Oh, Baltica, right, from Carlsberg. That's a Carlsberg group brand. I have an etched bottom, and I'm getting a lot of bubbles and a foamy white head. Go ahead and pour, Stuart. Oh,
I do like this glass. I bought it at a charity shop, and just like you, I mean, you have flea markets over there, don't you?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, and many people around here just have sales in their yard, their own yard. That's where I buy so many beer glasses, just from private people selling stuff out of the attic or whatever.
Jay, before we started, was showing me another Heineken product. Heineken do several products, and I linked to several breweries across, well, the world. They have a lot of Russian breweries, European breweries, and they also have a lot of breweries in America and Ireland.
Have, I think, over 90 breweries.
Yeah.
And over 170 brands. 170 brands.
I mean, you were showing me the Murphy's Red Ale, which is another Heineken product.
Yeah, right. And that's a bit of a rarity. Now, do you get the Heineken Tar Vidbok?
I don't think we do. The majority of the Heineken products we get either base Heineken. I think they do Heineken Beer. I'm not too sure. But also the Heineken sub-brands, you know, the Murphys and
Amstel.
I think they also do, is it a Philgem? A Belgian beer?
Affligem, yeah, Affligem, yeah. We get that, and we get Heineken Light, Amstel Light, Amstel Radler, which just showed up. We get all the Heineken Mexican beers because they bought Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma. We get the Murphy's Red Ale, which is rare. You know, it's incredible what Heineken owns. Oh, and don't forget all the Newcastle.
Yeah.
All the Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, the Newcastle brown ales. Colour in the glass, it's yellowy, light tinge, with a soapy white head.
Yeah, you're right. You know, David Urban Viking remarked that he thought it was about the most perfect lager to him. He loves.
Yeah, I mean, it's still one of my favourite lagers. I mean, even though me and you, and also mentioning David Dowling, we've tried so many beers since having the original lager.
Right.
Sometimes it's nice to go back, and Heineken's always so reliable. It's one of the best lagers out there.
Oh, I think their quality control and their consistency is astronomically high.
Well, I was reading today that it takes more effort to brew a lager than it does a rail ale or a craft beer.
Yes, in fact that is the truth. You know, we talk about these philosophical things, which at the end of the day aren't that important because we are only speaking of beverages, correct? But it's sort of like the fashionable thing the last 20 years, I would say, to really, what you call it, spit on lagers or rip on lagers.
Yeah, we've covered that several times when we've reviewed lagers. It's just a lot of people think it's cool to hate on lagers, but the amount of effort that goes into not only brewing the beer, which is a massive effort. It's why a lot of craft breweries can't brew lager because it costs so much to do.
Correct. Yeah, so it is expensive, and it takes a very precise formula or precise algorithm to get it correct.
Yeah.
So I have respect for it. Now, I started drinking Heineken many years ago, and I always did appreciate the grassy hoppiness, the light body, and the biscuity malt flavor. I never could, for the life of me, I never could find out what was wrong with it. But and apparently millions of others are in agreement, and I don't think they're necessarily morons.
I think it's just they always try to be hip, cool, and they try to pick apart something that there's nothing to pick apart.
Right.
I mean, billions of people can't be wrong if they still buy it. It's one of the oldest breweries as well.
Yeah. Now this
I
beer's
like funky cans, though. These are cool cans.
yeah. Now you're right. Now in America we get bottled Heineken. We get Heineken Dark, very limited now. Heineken Dark is very limited. It's a special brand that I think is only sold in America, although it's produced in Holland. I wish you could try the Heineken Dark. They tried selling it at the local stores here, but there's only one 12-pack left. I think people just don't want it. They think it's strong or it's going to be harsh, but it's not. We also get these draft cans. Do you get these draft cans? It's about
no. I mean, I think we mentioned that last time. What did you used to call them? Oil cans.
No, I'm talking about something really big. It's like it's the size of a bowling ball. It's a big metal can, and it's got a special top, and you lift the top, and it's got a hose that comes out. And
Wow.
It's like a cask, you know, and you pump it, and the beer comes out, and it's good for 1 month. You can keep it in your refrigerator, and it's draft beer.
I've not seen that yet.
Yeah, we've been getting that for about 5 years here, and they have instructions on how to do it correctly.
I went to Ohio recently. I think I saw it in one of the bottle shops.
Yeah, and now a couple of other people are starting to do it. I think I saw it. Newcastle, of course, that's Heineken, but I think I saw that brand in that little. I never bought it because it was really a little bit expensive, but nonetheless, it was interesting.
Well, yeah, I'm enjoying my Heineken.
I'm enjoying it too, and
I do like the new glass, though.
I do like the glass.
I feel posh when I'm drinking out of it.
Yeah, it does make you seem more aristocratic. Yeah, more like a noble.
But like you say, it's nice, subtle sweetness, easy drinking, no faults at all. It's just I'm enjoying it. It's not one of those you'd want reward yourself. It's basically the one that you want to just after work, and then you
Yes,
have your reward beer.
yes, I agree. And if a person looks at a Heineken beer advertisement from the last 80 years, what do you see? You see an emphasis on refreshment,
Yeah.
social gatherings. You don't see advertisements that go into great detail about the ingredients, and it's not promoted as something to sit down and contemplate and examine from a beer geek viewpoint. You know what I mean? It's just they're saying we make it a good beer, and you should drink it if you're at a nice party or whatever. You know that it's not a contemplative beer, and it wasn't created to be that way.
Yeah.
I drank a contemplative beer last night.
Oh yeah, what did you have?
I drank one called Nogon Black Horizon Tokyo.
Oh, nice. I think I've seen that one. Is it food from Brewdog?
Brewdog Mikkeller and Nogon, and it's 16% alcohol, 100 international bitterness units. It was $12.99 for an 8.5 ounce bottle, a tiny little bottle. So, but that is a beer that you would only really drink once a year, and you could barely stand to drink it when you're drinking it, even though it's exceptionally good. If I had a choice between the Nogon Black Horizon Tokyo or this, I would have to take this because it's so much more approachable, even though the other one is probably...
For the price of that one little bottle that you had from that collaboration brew, this rewards the palate just as much, but not on a grander scale.
Right. It's a reward, but it's a different perception, and I think some people have trouble with perception. You know what I mean? Like looking at things from a different angle, and there are probably certain movies that were made that would be considered the great classic films. They may not be as enjoyable to watch as certain, like you say, throwaway movies, whatever.
Yeah.
Because they're too complicated and you have to think too much, whatever.
I mean, a lot of the craft beer seems to be like the throwaway movies. I mean, Heineken, it wouldn't have so many connections with other breweries and be still here after so many years, and the flavour still being as good as it was all back then.
Yeah, you're starting to step into dangerous territory with some of those statements, though, because you're saying that some of the craft breweries are throwaway movies.
They are. I mean, you and also I've had so many beers from craft breweries, ale brewers, and I probably wouldn't even go back to them again. Whereas Heineken, if I had the choice of buying this again, I would buy it again.
Yeah, because a lot of those beers that we drink in the craft beer world, which we both appreciate, certainly, but a lot of those don't really make the grade.
No.
And in fact, frankly, they're inferior to Heineken in their production quality.
Exactly. I mean, I had some beers from Wales, Yorkshire, and London. And I have to say, probably out of about 7 of them, I'd have 2 again. One from Wales, the Growling Copper from the wine brewery, and the Angler's Reward from World Top. This like Heineken, it's just like every time I've been to it, it's been rewarding. And it's made me want to buy it again. Whereas the other beers I had last night were nice and okay, but they didn't give me that full of I want to buy it again. But they're still nice beers.
Right, and if you don't want to buy it again, that says something, right?
But there were still nice beers. It was just in comparison to Heineken, this and the wine brewery and the World Top, they was that just a little bit step higher. in flavour and sessionability.
Yeah, but sometimes you might want to eat a hamburger instead of beef Wellington, right? So maybe you'd want to eat a hamburger quite often more than beef Wellington. I don't know. I've never had beef Wellington anyway. I'm just bringing it up as a juxtaposition.
That's another comparison though as well. It's like the white whales, like Westy 12 and stuff like that. They're like one a lifetime, like Pliny the Elder and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm guessing that you have local beers to you that mark the same as Westy 12 and Pliny the Elder.
Yeah, or they come close. Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd rather say them than the white whales or the. Because not only are you supporting local, you're getting the same kind of beer.
Right. And I think it goes back to what you and I talked about so many times. We don't have, like people will say, we don't have a horse in the race. We just enjoyed drinking beer from early on, or in my case from age 27, because I wasn't a young beer drinker. People will tell me, remember back in your young days when you used to get pissed, or in America they say drunk, you know.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that because I never did it. But then you have people that, and we know this, it's like they have to have factions. They have to, like, they'll say, what team are you on? Are you on the macro team, or are you on the craft beer team? I'm not on any team. I'm sorry.
I'm on the beer team.
Yeah, I've had people really, literally become fiercely angry with me and almost hate me because I didn't want to pick which team I was on. I cannot do it. I cannot do it, Stuart.
No. Should have to. I mean, they've all put that same amount of effort, but everybody thinks that because they're a smaller brewery, you've got to put more effort into supporting them. And the fact is, if you don't like that particular style of beer or particular beer, why would you put your own effort into liking that beer and supporting that beer?
Right, you're right. And David Dowling said that Heineken was a perfect lager. I cannot really disagree with that. I cannot disagree with that. If I was grading Heineken on, and this is the way you're supposed to grade a beer, within its classification, a mass-produced lager, I would have to say it's a gold medal winner. It is a perfect 100 out of 100 lager, and I can name a bunch of others. I can name many others that are up to that standard. Carlsberg, you may not agree. Carlsberg is one.
Carlsberg are very similar to Heineken. They also have many breweries linked up to them, and they also, I think Caledonian from Scotland work with Heineken, and Caledonian make real ales.
Oh yes, and Molson Coors makes Red Shield and White Shield,
And
which
they're
are
really nice real ales.
exceptional real ales. So what does that tell you? That mass producers can make some of the most fantastic beers on the planet, really.
And they can they don't have to show their support to those smaller breweries, but they do.
Yeah, another mass-produced lager I would say is up here at the level of Heineken would be, and I'm going to name a few. I'm going to name a few. Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
I said Carlsberg. Also, I would name Grolsch.
Mm-hmm.
Golden Pheasant.
I don't know that one.
That's from Slovakia. Okay, never mind that then. Birra Moretti.
You see, I just want to mention that Birra Moretti is part of the Heineken brand.
It is. It was an independent company. It was bought by Heineken.
Yeah. I mean, a big fan of Birra Moretti. I know Terry Cade is not a fan, but I've had it in Sardinia and I've had it here in my hometown. Goes really well with pizza. Another Italian Heineken brand, Beer and Chusa, which is from Sardinia, which is also a personal favourite. And Tom Shipman is also a fan of Beer and Chusa.
Tom Shipman. Okay. Yeah, he runs the exceptional website, Beers United. I think I've never had the one you're talking about from Sardinia, but Birra Moretti La Rosa, which is a Doppelbock.
Yeah.
We'll get off of that. Let's avoid that one for now. But Birra Moretti Peroni Nastro Azzurro, which I think is a fantastic beer.
Peroni, Heineken, or is it Carlsberg?
I know Peroni is owned by a major brewer. I thought it was maybe it's Heineken also, but I know it's a major company. Might be Carlsberg. How about also Almazza? Almazza from Lebanon.
I'm not heard of that one.
Almazza, yeah, fantastic. It's owned by Heineken. These are all, to me, now Almazza is. Now, when you look at Almazza and Peroni, Nastro Azzurro, you got to take into account that they use corn, or in Europe they call it maize, in the ingredients. But, and it's not according to the Reinheitsgebot, but they've always used maize in the production of the beer. So it's not like an anomaly or some sort of conspiracy to hurt the beer. It was always the case from the start.
So any final thoughts?
Huh? Excuse me?
Any other thoughts on the Heineken?
Any other thoughts? Oh yeah. The negatives I have associated with Heineken are not really any negatives. I know they make it in the green bottle, and there's a problem with skunking. Okay, yeah, you have to consider that. But with the cans of Heineken, and they like to change their label quite a bit, and I guess that's sensible because people are very label conscious and they like to buy new things, and I have no problem with that. I think Heineken has a fantastic label design. I think it's a legendary beer.
Oh yeah.
I have admiration for it, and I've always loved it. And if I had to drink, and this is the question I ask myself with any beer I drink, if I had to drink this beer every day for the rest of my life, would I have a problem with it? And if I had to drink Heineken every day for the rest of my life, I would be, quite satisfied. Not to say that that would ever happen. That's just a hypothetical consideration.
Well, even if you stuck to the Heineken brands themselves, I mean, they do majority make lagers, but they have some companies part of Heineken that do ales as well.
Quite a few. Heineken bought out the little brewery in Haiti. It's called Prestige Beer. It's made in Haiti. You've heard of the country of Haiti?
Yeah.
Very poor country.
Mm.
Disastrously poor. But Heineken bought this brewery and kept it open, and they produced Prestige Lager, which I did buy in Miami, Florida. I think in England they pronounce it Miami. But I bought it in Miami, Florida. And it's a wonderful little beer. And think of all the people down there that have a job at the Prestige Brewery due to Heineken, so how can you criticize it?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a few, when I've done the lagers, that when they've made it in remote areas, like you say, some of the workers have actually commented on the videos saying, wow, it's pretty cool that a beer we made here, example 80, is available in the UK or available in America. And you've got to look at the grander scale when Heineken is involved or Carlsberg, the amount of distribution that goes into it and the amount of employees and stuff like that, which you've got to give them respect for that as well.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. And I was thinking of a beer from well, I could go on and on for hours, and I know you want to get off, but there was two beers that were produced, that were invented, literally invented by Heineken in the Bahamas, you know, a former British territory, still a realm of the crown. The Bahamas. It's called Kalik. They have Kalik and Kalik Gold. If you go to the Bahamas, Kalik is extremely popular. It's amazing, and it's a Heineken brand. It was developed simply for the Bahamas. It is sold locally here. Kalik. If you go to Brazil, you have the sort of legendary now Zingu beer from the Amazon River.
I had the black beer from Zingu.
They have the Zingu Black and the Zingu Gold. Excuse me, the
Zingu
Gold.
Black is terrible.
Oh, well.
I tipped mine. Did you like it?
Yes. In fact, about a year ago, the grocery store told me, "Would you like to have it?" They gave me a 6-pack, and I said, "Okay." And literally, they gave it to me. Just take it home. Okay. And I was carrying it out the store, and 2 of the bottles fell out the 6-pack and hit the floor and smashed. But I drank the other 4, and they were really fine. I don't know why you had a problem with that. That might be something you might want to re-examine. Well, I really enjoyed it. It was, but you know, Zingu is sort of like a craft beer type thing, and you could see where it could have flavors that might turn some people off, because it's sort of a more of a hardcore type lager, exceptionally dark. But you know, we can go on and on. But anyway, final analysis: Heineken. I am in favor of it.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, Heineken.
Good work. Thanks, Ronald Theriot from Louisiana Beer Reviews. I've put the link to his channel in the description bar, if it's there. I don't know. Definitely check it out.
And Mr. Picard, my nose tells me that there may be an InBev brand coming up very soon, and this brand is known as Boddington's Pub Ale.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, next week. But anyway, Jay will take us out with his legendary farewell saying,
"Y'all come on down to New Orleans, and you take care."
Goodbye.